welcome everyone again to Niyaka fertilization, human reproduction and fertilization. The topic do here. To fertilization what is fertilization? Fertilization kama sa pianaka isunga numaite ovary uterus body sunga may external kichilaw internal kichi. Ken khatya chu tui sung kho nga omuya mo le tui sung we la ki mo sperm to ovum te khoi kha external kichi feces te khong frogs te khong kha external fertilization kichi ya chu internal aya kha so fertilization chu male gamete here sperm to ovum or egg cell when they fused they form zygote. The formation, the fusion of male and female gamete to form zygote is known as fertilization. Male gamete chromosome number bangsa hidi 23 and human beings chromosome number bangsa chromosome number 46 ya 46 inchin 546 laga 44 khabang autosomes ma body cells inchin two chromosomes pen sex cells or germ cells so sperm 23 mala ma ki bangchan do 46 apa da 23 yaun tungwe that is because of spermatogenesis and oogenesis pen how is the sperm form and how is the ovum form I pinchu last class omdimo spermatogenesis to oogenesis sperm le egg for ovum form done so why 23 chromosomes on hingin so zygote bangchi a nucleus still just see here they have their own nucleus the nucleus they fused and then now it becomes 46 so zygote is diploid so the diploid chromosome number is maintained by fertilization. And then has 46 penkham, it will again reduced by meiosis to form sperm cells or egg cells. Where 23 I can reduce ZLD and then a sperm egg they can fuse ZLD, 46 on ZLD. That is how it goes on generations after generation. So fertilization is important in the sense that it maintains the diploid the diploid level of the diploidity mainly. Restore chromosome 46 pen fertilization restores restore so it restores the 46 the diploid 46 chromosomes abana to again too easy in formation fusion of male and female gamete in a journey you know that beautiful journey of the sperm that comes from the beautiful journey of the sperm to the ovary pen we are going to see how it happens. All right. Hoy masanga oogenesis in leochina oogenesis if you just see where is it oogenesis the text in leochin secondary oocyte on boy mala here secondary oocyte secondary oocyte or mention secondary oocyte in hai huna atang pia ovary amao ki cha khol phodu chimeni it is arrested in the meiosis 2 complete lo ma meiosis 1 meiosis 2 chi cells ten bangkhat complete ngai yamala so ki complete low metaphase and phase telophase ki complete low ha ki arrest podin chin banghun changa ki complete dai chile secondary oocyte pen by graphene follicle apa dahon por khia cho 14 day ni ovulation ni remember so waya khon por khat changa secondary oocyte yon por khan china bana why ovulation hun lai china sperm khadon pai khata cho fertilize so sperm in a fertilize jang chawa sperm in asunga lai alu sunga nucleus genetic material hiam male by genetic material DNA to ya ovum DNA te kon ki mix to by mixing hoy aki fertilize jang chawa only when it is fertilized and it is called ovum kichinchin then it completes what meiosis 2 highly important point fertilization bagzaga important na another point na hila chu meiosis 2 ki complete low secondary oocyte which is not completed. It is completed when it is fertilized by the sperm cell. Now it is completed in chin completed changa chu the chromosomes te kha on ki fuse down chin on ki chromosomes te kha abana they go to their separate poles, you know, after exchanging their genetic material here to a nucleus mang hile hai nucleus mang hile chromosome so mai chu mane chromosome so mai chu hai anu hile yai anu pena hile hai kha onom hormone chin here chemic star available le for chemic star chu for example chemic star here cha chemic su ma lo ma khat chok do me ni cha on chemic su changa kha zygote on huge fertilized egg is known as zygote. Now it has both the characters or both the genetic material or both the DNAs of both the mother and the father. All right, so that happens inside both the nucleus. What is the secondary oocyte bin oogenesis and leucin? It will be arrested in metaphase 2 meiosis only when the sperm comes and fertilizes the secondary oocyte. Then it becomes somewhat an ovum, and then the meiosis the meiosis is completed. All right, dun ovum entale fertilization mo tira teu china oma ovum mana will have their own nucleus. Abana, excuse me the sound. So ovum structure and leucina figure 3.10 mo page number 51 ovum surrounded by sperms and leucin hai ovum engine. So hai line pen kha ovum ban china hai line pen kha hai layer pen kha bangale hai layer pen kha bangai di hai kha zona pellucida hai chu embryo form tana implantation tana le hon important din chin hai min kha mang hi lo diwa zona pellu PLL u pellucida zona pellucida abana zona pellucida abana wai alum deute ai ti kha bangai bi male ai ti bangai bi ai ti kha corona radiata cells of corona radiata kichima cells of corona radiata corona bangchidan do fertilization oma sperm te kha banghon chilu do a chi chu twice easily de bu khama cell structure kha dromason, and then the sperms will enter more te kha sperm here. So how is it exactly happening ma return pen kha bang chidan dewa kha hon ki form hon ki beginner chile sperms de kha vagina ang lu to cha vagina ang lu to copulation om changa kha so copulation om se vagina ang pai to bana it comes to cervix ma goes to the cervix, and then bana ang pai to won chin ovum pen kha banga pan ki por khadi ovary apada hon por khadin chin fimbria apada kha fimbria of the fallopian tube in kha na man to di cha ya en leo china maya ovum kha haya padan pai to di fimbria pai di chang pai to di sperm kha haya vagina cervical canal cervix uterus sang pai to di chin kha hai mun khada hai mun hi lo le hai mun mo hai lama pai bagi tel left ovary pai bagi tel hai isthmus na mo hai isthmus to ampulla region hai ki kala ai chu fertilization om signa kha uterus vom hello ovary vom hello fallopian tube fallopian tube kha koi laga chile isthmus ampulla hai ki kala ampullary region ki chimo textbook achu hile isthmus to ampulla hai ki kala the haya fertilization onom di mole ha fertilization onom di bana kesuk suk di unchin haya uterus ava ki bet di haya ki bet yang kha implantation on ki chili why kha the next topic so fertilization ko yoma ampulla isthmus ampulla junction na mo hello ampulla region le ki thoma so that is the place where the fertilization takes place hoi kha sperm on pai jang kha ya ba nga barrier o me chu mok lu za the lo za chu barrier ama over min khane corona radiata le nei number 1 zona pellucida te le how they still go through these layers abana sperms kha hon pai jang kha around 200 to 300 millions of sperms ya wai la ka kha chau lu zel ai chu mo le monospermic chi and then ni lu di ki phallo we chu polyspermy kha ki prevent zel ai chu achile wai monospermy thene dia sperm kha chau lu thene dinga kha bang chi dan do khatta khada lu le dang te lu thei ronga akwa penin ana kot pen ana kha nga le di mo a hi lo le sperm ter kha how did it enter mo le abang chi dan do lu the hi dio hai ovum pen kha cha heart cha khau ya bang chi dan do lu de hi hi dio mo wai kha entale sperm in kha structure of sperm in le chin kha a he da kha banga acrosome vel mole ya sperm head abang acrosome pichi why acrosome atin khamo enzymes ne we chu thil kha tha theina di hi lo degrade theina di mo enzymes ne unchin why kha entale ya hai acrosome na mo ya acrosome mole hai acrosome in kha enzymes ne unchin why enzymes ten kha on pai to jang corona radiata cells they have on degrading unchin they will degrade it and only then they can go through and then after that zona pellucida leha they will again degrade it mole that is how it can go through so 300 million sperms enter the vagina and cervix uterus the environment changes so some of them they will die along the way some will be trapped by the bangkhat fallopian tube cilia dan de mo mun phya dan de wa cha akizep the tam pi om chu vai te la khonga kom kala cha aki amang le aki man le chang pai to chin ha kha sang ni khong kha chu hon tung to zo ham mo wa mom la sung kha ai banga kha chi banga kha what happens is that the corona radiata and zona pellucida kha they have to push through right so the sperm so important the sperm what happens is that they have what the head acrosome mole acrosome in kha it has enzymes mole enzymes in kha it will degrade the cells all right it will degrade the cells the head of the sperm chu hai kha acrosome kha enzymes tam pi nei chu enzymes te kha chu textbook ale chu ki ga se ke mo hi le na thai u de chu hyaluronidases chi khong acrosin chi khong na thai be u du le gel le chena hyaluronidases more acrosin chi khong why the enzymes in chama kha degrading lysin chi changa kha thil that theding kha lysis bang chi na det chi nai chu mo le thil that the chi changa degrade the wa changa kha bang chi ta di hai ti kha on mangta di cha mangta chi degrade ta we changa lu thei ta tam zo ai wanga zona pellucida omlai aya haksa thomo over mo na di chu sperm te chu hapan pen ma we chu so zona pellucida kha hon lu changa le zona pellucida le waya le acrosome ten kha enzymes te kha mangkhat hon release din chin wa changa kha hon lu de to a khat pen chi mai ni a hat pen mo le hat pen a fastest pen le a hoi pen te kha cha lu cha tai chu a lu changa a head na mu ya a head om male a head om in chin a tel pe ni poimo ya do we need to tell no So this one will be left out. Only the head will enter. Inside they'll have their own nucleus, genetic material which will fuse with the nucleus of this egg. Actually, so when it enters, here this is the plasma membrane of the ovum. Here, I have plasma membrane here. Abani have cytoplasm here. More like cytoplasm. It is a fluid only inside the cell. Plasma membrane is something which is covering the cell. So plasma membrane, cytoplasm, plasma membrane of the ovum. Actually, so when it enters, we don't how many sperms do we need to fertilize the egg? 1. So as soon as this enters, what happens is that the zona pellucida here inside they have the cells, all right. The cells known as the granules. Granules granules cells. Okay, zona pellucida cells has granules which has enzymes, cortical enzymes. Why cortical enzymes in what happens is that it will fuse with these cortical enzymes will fuse with the zona pellucida. It will fuse with the zona pellucida, and this one will become hard. It will become hardened. Why hardened? Bye bye. Go away. One is already entering with the nucleus. So bye bye. So you know how only one sperm enters the cytoplasm of an egg, because the granules, zona pellucida, in the inner layer, they have granules. The granules has cortical enzymes. The cortical enzymes diffused with the zona pellucida, and that point it becomes hardened, and in that second only it is hardened. All right, it is hardened. So sperms we don't allow anymore. All right. So no more additional sperms. So only one sperm enters, and then as I told you, now it will fertilize with the ovum, the nucleus, and the nucleus here, the nucleus and the nucleus with your chromosomes. They will fuse, and then it will form what? Zygote. Let's say the female nucleus, ovum. Male nucleus. Nucleus contains what? The genetic material. So it will form zygote, and zygote, that means what? Zygote, or what to say, fertilize egg. Egg fertilized here. So the egg is fertilized. Hay zygote to structure to top below, right? Egg to why sperm nucleus genetic material to mix it becomes zygote. Zygote it becomes diploid NN diploid on it as zygote. So this egg is fertilized. Zona pellucida here lai boy monu namu here. So banga iboldio to zygote mudneita. Fallopian tube kikumsuk din chin uterus vaki embed di ka implantation hon kichitima. So that is the next topic. Fertilization significance ka bangale banga jidandewa anule apa to sperm cell de hon ki fuse janga genetic material to mai janga they form what? Variations, more difference on ki form dija abana meiotic division secondary oocyte meiosis ki areas penle it is completed when the sperm fertilized. So fertilization, that is also another significance. And then abana chromosome it diploid chromosome ki maintain ki restore mal zygote 2 and 46 chromosome ki maintain. So there are so many significance, so importance of fertilization that you can note it down. Implantation kecil, zygote implant tani walem embryo amang, bana on gai di, bana tahun ni di malah implantation. Textbook ha. fallopian tube pada fertilization of namun kha ekipat namun koi lagaita ampullary region male is must ampullary region apada kha ki paisuk dia day wana kha textbook and sin dai see namu theu ya thei sim thei lo sim zoom mai lo chu okay he kha zygote duita chu aya male nucleus zygote fertilization ka china he kha zygote on ke form ta chu abana next mangai bol dio next bang ma bol dio amlo amau kha ki multiply dio del ki multiplying by mitosis and they'll form more cells more and more cells okay more and more cells ka china 2 4 8 16 daughter cells on form dio abana 21 cells white ting kha abana hon ki rearrange dio mo anang asung lam dio avalu do ke polam dio wa chin abana asung to apwa hon ki divide dio abana kha ni asung lama pen kha endometrium uterus kha aligning pen bangale endometrium okay don't forget endometrium lining akha hon ki lut som deun chin lut phulut tun deun chin waya hon phulut zo de wai kha implantation kichi but why ilut matana kha banga amin te a cells te min te banga a structure te banga mo 16 cell hi janga ha a structure min banga abana hon a cells jo kha hon ja move koi deun chin kha sunga kha hon move le they'll keep on moving inside and then they'll form 2 cells what are those abana blastocyst banga mo abana implantation banga chi changai chu tua easily dependuma tun gel ta le ya zygote apat gel lel ni mo implantation chi changa kha simple dewa bang chi di attachment of blastocyst mga chi khan ki form dio nong kham ke le blastocyst to the uterus yeah and the inner lining of the uterus mala endometrium yeah koi pena endometrium mo endometrium to there like you know no menstrual cycle until yeah the inner lining endometrium kha aki fertilize lo le men sa hon pot so blood vessels sa ki form hi kha blood vessels ta ma ta mai hi fertilize lo le men sa hon pot pen kha endometrium kha tuale aki fertilize le chu bang chidi progesterone ta ma tam din chin progesterone to estrogen ten kha hoi dewa hon develop hon maintain ding un chin kha naw nge khon om ta de changa kha hoi fit sa ding kha na panna sataka na law male hon thi kan diu cha progesterone to estrogen kha on high zel di to cho fertilization ki sime chang mo pregnancy ki sime chang kha endometrium kha athiken ngai chu blood vessels tam piom ngai ta blastocyst kha hon ki attach di kha implantation ki chi banga blastocyst ji le kha zygote ta chu male zygote fertilize de kai chu so hai zona pellucida le omlai hi hai kha denam cha implantation hon be mai dio zona pellucida eka kha oblai ajo mana ichi banga kha cell ni hon form deu cha cell li hon form deu 60 cell tak ta yin draw mai da textbook ada nin kha bang chigelwa cell ki form cha bana cell li form cha so implantation tan fertilization tan cha ododule cha fertilization tan cha again la implantation of the early embryonic development cha ododule question hai tingkha a division tingkha na so diwa implantation tan cha so leujin mo so 2 4 hita bana 16 mo 8 to 16 cells khong honi diu cells mo so simple ejo implantation akha bangchia chile zygote pen chu they'll keep on of dividing multiple times to form 2 cells male 2 cells 4 cell here abana 6 to 18 cells or 8 to 16 male hai cells de kha bangchia hai te bang what are these cells known as zygote they divide into 2 cells 4 cells so what are these cells known as they are known as blastomeres What are the cells known as? Blastomeres. Blastomeres, blastomeres. For blastomeres, 8 to 16 blastomeres. Simple male. Why blastomeres ka? It is known as, when it reaches 8 to 16 blastomeres, it is known as morula stage. Morula chang kha thei mulberry to ki bat jaga khamo cha lum lip le bai chang kha why morula kha mulberry to le ki bang chu little mulberry le chu. So this is a morula stage. Abana ki form lai yo tampi abana to kha ne kha ki bang non lo de ki bang non lo de to kha morula is also chang kha the cells, they'll start moving. Okay, some of them will move inside, some of them will try to still protect the outer layer. So I kha outer pin kha bang hon ki chita di mo ya inner kha bang hon ki chita di ya min ton ton mon nei tau cha ai kha bang ki chita di 21 cell khong ai thei khel lo le mo wai kha bang stage ki chudi ai kha neu khat ya ki kala hai ti kyal ki ballo na chu hai ting to ki ballo na chu hai khat movement start we chu movement o min chin hoi movement sa kha some of will be inside. It's known as inner cell mass, and then outer pin kha trophoblast. And then the structure is known as, the structure will be known as blastocyst. And why you get more diagram no ya ki mo lo zia ga hela ma fa chi man thu hama, you can write between below the diagram. So blastocyst, hey blastocyst pin khatwa kha rabang khat ready dai chang trophoblast outer layer in chin hai perin chu hai khabanga hai in manga form de ngai to de hai I draw penu khabanga embryo on swang de chu male hai pre embryo. No, this is the early pre embryo. This will become the embryo. Which one will become exactly the embryo? The inner cell mass. And then this inner cell mass will become the embryo. The trophoblast will have this the trophoblast will start having these finger-like projections, finger-like projections, and then they start to fuse with the they start to be embedded asunga lu diuma uterine wall kha endometrium uterine. This if this is the uterine wall, then they will try to move inside trophoblast layer, and then they go and embed it, and then it will be inside like this. Clear? It will be inside like this. Why a trophoblast being in kha finger-like projections na engine, that finger-like projections which are known as chorionic villi chimo why kha uterus akhat lu din chin apana uterus in lekha amaw lekha anaman diucha anaman diun chin high blood vessels dekha hon ki mat thei ta dewin chin, and that will be known as placenta. Why chu to akha next topic is yel demo tu le tu achu ki embed phodu placenta tha ki form nai lo mo lu the lut phodu cha ilele thei di chu trophoblast in chu ola placenta che changa chu anu blood vessels to anaw ngek male anaw ngek trophoblast pin hon ki mat de chu male wai kha anaw ngek lampanga placenta pin hon form de mo trophoblast in kha it will form the placenta from the fetus side, and inner cell mass will form the embryo. Yeah, and embryo will become what? The baby, all right, after 9 months. So this structure is known as the blastocyst. It has trophoblast and inner cell mass. Trophoblast will give rise to the later the placenta from the fetal side, not from the mother's side. Okay, mind you. And then inner cell mass will form the embryo. And this division is known as what? The zygote starts dividing, dividing to form 4 cells, 18 to 16 cells, 21 cell stage. What is this division known as? It is known as what? Bang. Cleavage. So what is cleavage? Cleavage. Cleavage banga. So cleavage is a series of rapid mitotic is 1 2 2 4 male series of division male rapid mitotic division, right, of the zygote, which will convert the single cell zygote into blast multicellular structure known as blastocyst. Male ha multicellular cell tamta hai jo single cell thia male. So it is a rapid mitotic division which converts the single cell zygote. Rapid mitotic divisions which convert the single cell zygote to multicellular structure known as blastocyst. Yeah, it has trophoblast and inner cell mass. Inner cell mass will form the embryo. Trophoblast will form the placenta of the fetal site. But now, when it is 8 to 16 stage, blastomeres nothing but the cells. These are the 2 blastomeres. These are the 4 blastomeres. These are the 8 to 16 blastomeres. When it becomes at this stage, it is known as a little mulberry morula, and then there will be some movement occurring inside the early embryo, early embryo early pre-embryonic development. So this movement some will go inside, some will be outside. Or inside inner cell mass, polam trophoblast. Trophoblast pen khabang, outer layer, inner blast pen khablang, inner cell mass khabang, embryo form the hai cavity hinjin mo hai cavity pen chu blastoceal cavity lekichi. Also blastocyst yamale blastoceal, also seal to cellum cavity china mo, this will be the blastoceal cavity. Hai sunga chu ola kha ichibanga hai embryo form ding hai le tui khong on swag ding mo amniotic sac chi khong atuin thia naw ngek ti om na amniotic sac khong form dia sunga bang ham konom de waite chu ola en le mo. So this is still the implantation. Actually implantation at one more point about apart from cleavage, one more point is that hai zona pellucida kha hai zona pellucida kha omde nei chu theuya khage lowang mo omde nei chu jin ha ya kha aki implant changa kha blastocyst on hi changa, when it becomes blastocyst it will get embedded in the endometrium, so the zona pellucida kha it will be removed. I no long mo point mo no long, it will be removed. Now here there is no more zona pellucida, and that is how it is implanted. And leo here namu here 2 celled male sina dina khabang 4 celled morula khas 8 to 16 male 8 to 16 blastomeres kha morula kichia bane hai kha tam deu in last na blastocyst multicellular structure known as blastocyst is formed. Inner cell mass asunga pe na ban trophoblast. Inner cell mass will form the embryo. Trophoblast will form the placenta of the fetal site, not the mother side. The mother, they have their own blood vessels in the uterus. And then trophoblasto inner mass on form engine. Upon why blastocyst on ki embed jang endometrium of uterus, that is known as implantation, and now it leads to pregnancy. Next placenta bang chiki forma and what are the hormones involved during pregnancy. Next topic. All right, thank you everyone.